Hi, my name is Bella Reger, and this is my social media audit of the clothing brand OGBFF. OGBFF stands for Original Best Friend, and it is a clothing brand that was created by Lauren Schiller and Angela Roos. And they were hanging out by themselves and created their own funny graphics for each other and then put them on a t-shirt. This kind of blew up on their Instagram, so they decided to keep creating these clothing. And in 2021, they created their own Depop shop so that they could sell their designs to other people. The designs created by OGBF have a 2000 inspired graphic clothing, ironic tee kind of thing, similar to ones worn by Britney Spears and Paris Hilton. Here, Britney's in the Dump Him tee and Paris is in the Stop Being Desperate tee. And it's kind of the Y2K aesthetic was coming back, especially for Gen Z, which is definitely OGBFF's main audience. And this is really getting traction because a lot of celebrities like Charli D'Amelio, Bella Hadid, and Julia Fox, who are getting a lot of media right now, are wearing them. So social media is super important to OGBFF because their whole audience is Gen Z, and Gen Z lives online. Also, OGBFF started their brand on social media. They started on Instagram, and then they've moved that even to a app made clothes selling app called Depop. So they went viral on TikTok, which then caused them to get traction in actual traditional media such as Paper Magazine, talking about them going viral and all their iconic, ironic graphics. So they have to really pay attention to trends that are constantly changing. And then because fashion also is really, really thriving off of social media, influencers, spread of trends, this is really important for OGBF to focus on their social media. OGBFF's target audience is female, male, and non-binary people aged from 18 to 30, starting in the Gen Z, going to millennial. They want to reach a diverse amount of people and make them feel like they are OGBFF. Their main people are in the United States, specifically New York and Los Angeles, especially since OGBFF is LA based. They've had pop-ups in both LA and then carry those on to New York City. All of their clothing is fun, ironic, and not too serious. Their main presence is online, so their buyer purchasing presence is online on their website, and then they also still run the Depop account where people can find rare items and buy from there as well. Their whole audience cares about aesthetic and how they come across visually online. They want to come across maybe like they're not too serious, or maybe they're just really hot, like OGBFF says. They put this label on themselves using these OGBFF's graphics to show who they are. Two of OGBFF's buyer personas I have created here. One is a model that's in between 18 to 24. They're working in the retail industry, and their main form of communication is through email and social media. The other buyer persona is a marketing coordinator from 25 to 34 years old, and their main form of communication is from phone, email, social media, text messages, and face-to-face. So OGBFF's Instagram is their most active and engaged platform. This is the only Instagram account they have is at OGBFF_, and they have around 44,700 followers. And basically they use the platform to share their new products, photo shoots with models, and their collaborations with other brands, features that they've had in the media, such as I mentioned earlier, the Paper Magazine feature, or other magazine features, celebrities wearing their clothing, and consumer photos they'll repost. And then also they will take TikToks from their TikTok and also put them on Instagram as well. As of October 2nd, their last post was on September 29th, so I believe that is 3 to 4 days before, and it was to show a picture of their collaboration with @Cowboys of Habit, which is another viral social media clothing brand. It had 1,015 likes and 4 comments. The posts with the most engagement are of celebrities wearing their clothing, because I think obviously that is a familiar face, so that is what people are interested in. And then collaborations as well is always a perfect idea for companies like this, because they both have an audience, and then the audience goes to each other's pages as well to show their excitement about this collaboration. If I did have a suggestion, I would say that they need to diversify their daily posts. Sometimes it's just like this one right here of the model in the clothing. It can get a little bit boring for the audience. OGBFF's Twitter, same as the Instagram, has the lowest amount of engagement. They only have 197 followers. It's the only Twitter they have. As of October 2nd, their last post was on October 2nd, and it only had 1 comment and 6 likes. The content differs a lot from Instagram because they're mostly posting memes and random posting of thoughts, kind of like what Twitter is. This is definitely more of a freedom social media platform for OGBFF. They're kind of just posting whatever on their mind, whatever they're thinking of, and what they kind of probably find funny. If they use their larger platforms to promote their Twitter, the platform's engagement would probably go up significantly because personally, as someone that enjoys OGBFF, I find their content on Twitter exciting and funny, and I think that if more people knew about it, they would gravitate to it as well. OGBFF has gone viral on TikTok many of times. Their TikTok has 31.4K followers and a total of 1.5 million likes out of their 429 posts. And then as of October 2nd, the last post was today, and it had 312 likes and 2574 views and 16 comments. Their TikTok content includes basically the daily lives of the owners, like what's happening at the office. They also do behind the scenes of photo shoots. They do funny little... There's a video of them DJing. They go and DJ sometimes at nightclubs. It just shows a lot more of the personality of the brand as well. It's a little bit more engaging, which is a lot more interesting. So a competitor of OGBFF is called Moonkiss Collective. Moonkiss also creates graphics like OGBFF graphic tees and skirts and stuff like that, but their theme is focused more on romance rather than irony. And then although their graphics are different, they also have a similar audience. On Instagram and TikTok, OGBFF's engagement ranges from hundreds to thousands, and their Twitter engagement is super, super low. But for Moonkiss Collective is only competitive with OGBFF on TikTok. The brand has lower engagement on Instagram, and they don't even have a Twitter for OGBFF to compare to. OGBFF creates an effective form of two-way symmetrical communication between themselves and their audience, because they're engaging with their audience a lot more than it seems Moonkiss Collective does. OGBFF is more unique than Moonkiss Collective. They stand out because of the way they let their audience get to know the owners, models, friends of the brand, and allows the audience to have a deeper connection with the brand. This type of communication, basically, like I said earlier, OGBFF is trying to make their consumers feel like they're the best friend of OGBFF. They want them to feel like they are included in this brand, they have a say, everything. This type of communication encourages their consumers to buy more and create more loyalty between them. They feel like they know and trust OGBFF. Moonkiss Collective only posts aesthetic photos that can be found on Pinterest, and their clothing is another form of post that they make. There's a slight disconnect because no connection is being created behind Moonkiss Collective brand and their audience. OGBFF has used their platform to raise awareness for causes such as Planned Parenthood after the turning of Roe v. Wade, when they donated a portion of sales to the cause. They encourage trial, facilitate purchase, and create loyalty by using that two-way symmetrical communication that I brought up earlier. They make their consumer feel like they're part of the OGBFF family. They influence desire by promoting their features in media, such as articles and influencers and celebrities wearing and promoting the brand. OGBFF started their journey on June 2nd, 2021 on Instagram when they announced the release of their first drop, and they posted their first TikTok on June 2nd, 2021, and the first time they posted on Twitter was April 12th, 2022. Their Instagram and TikTok content has diversified since they began their company. It's not just about clothing and promotions and photo shoots anymore. It's a lot more about the people that run the brand. Their Twitter, which was created once they had developed their personal brand, is more consistent throughout. By being active and engaged, it helps the audience feel like OGBFF is their BFF, and who wouldn't want to support their BFF? Between OGBFF and Moonkiss Collective, OGBFF has a larger social currency. OGBFF's audience has a larger appeal to sharing OGBFF's brand with friends, family, and followers because they want to share that they're wearing the brand on social media, so they will get interaction from the brand. Some strengths of OGBFF is that the CEOs, Lauren and Angela, they make designs that are absurd and make them laugh and can give the other people that buy them the same amount of joy they give them. The brand began on social media. It's gone viral multiple times. It's almost organic and natural for this to happen for them. They even have their own close friend story on Instagram where they can create this connection with their consumers. And then they also share to Paper Magazine. They've been trying to show more of the inner workings of the brand since March of 2022. Some weaknesses for OGBFF is that OGBFF happened by accident. They became friends pre-COVID and on a whim made this crazy best friend shirt. And then it was posted on Instagram and it got an influx of people DMing wanting the shirt to be sold. They began on a whim, so it's still very young and they don't have a strict social media plan and strategy. They posted it's a personal account with a lot of spam posts and random stuff, which could be seen as good, but also could be seen as a weakness to people that have bigger brands. Some opportunities for OGBFF is that they've established a relationship with online celebrities very, very early into their brand's career. This opens a lot of new doors for them with celebrities and the audiences that come with them that will buy and promote the brand as well. The ironic clothing has an expression for all types of people. Julia was trending after her brief affair with Kanye West. And months later, she is wearing OGBFF and helping the brand reach more people. OGBFF's CEOs are well versed in social media. They understand what's happening, what trends are going on, and ever changing. They don't have to go through strict social media adoption because they can just post it themselves. They get on trends very, very quick. They will quickly create a design that aligns with trends emerging on different platforms. Finally, a threat to OGBFF is that while a piece will go viral very often, they don't get consistent or exponential engagement on social media, such as comments or likes. And since OGBFF does not have a social media dedicated sector of the company, they may struggle to come up with ever-changing social media platform algorithms. And then here are my sources. Thank you so much for your time.